CJ the Lone Wolf, you finally have my attention, but for all the wrong reasons. Because I don't understand where all this is coming from. After all these months of addressing me, of calling me out, of doing all these things. And for what? Because I had the target on my back when I was once PWTF World Champion. A title that I held to the most prestigious that I can on my show, on my brand, on my world, which I allow you to be in. And if you wanted a shot at that title, all you had to do was ask. I mean, I wasn't doing open challenges or anything, but if it had to come to that, that's all you had to do was ask, because you were a former AWF World Champion. You've been former Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, Tag Team Champions. Hell, you even won the Mixed Tag Match, or what's it called, the Mixed Match Challenge, which has been done for quite a while. So I don't know where all this is coming from for someone who has been doing nothing but losing. And before I get to more of you, CJ, because when I was PWTF World Champion, I don't know if you, CN, Paul Heyman, and the rest of the division were involved with this whole thing after I lost my PWTF World Championship, because Gunther got involved, and I still don't know to this day why he got involved in the first place, but it doesn't matter because I took care of him. And as far as you, CN Punk, a long-time friend of mine, who I had nothing of respect for, does what he does to me by aligning himself with Paul Heyman. At the reunite with CJ the Lone Wolf, reuniting the two-man power trip. Well, CN Punk, I'll address you at a later date, because it's not about you right now. This is about CJ the Lone Wolf, or should I say CTE the Lone Wolf, because I don't know if your CTE has kicked in a little early, because if last thing I remember, because you referenced how the two-man power trip has kicked in the ass again and beaten the ass again of the natural born juggalos. Well, if my memory serves me correctly, which I have remember so fondly of it, it was the natural born juggalos that had beaten the two-man power trip not once for the, ending your longest reigning AWF World Tag Team Championship reign in the history of this company, but we beat you twice, where I was the one that went for the team when I knocked your ass out and knocked your ass off of the cage. You going straight down to the canvas where your true downfall, your true downward spiral came upon. And we retained the tag titles. It was not only until we had that match that finally, after that long year itch, that not only you beat, when it comes to the two-man power trip beating the natural born juggalos, but it was you, CJ, finally getting the win over me of all. And I'm like, wow, finally, CJ the Lone Wolf has won a match. I can't remember the last time he ever won a match ever since coming to PWTF. And let's talk about that, shall we? So yes, congratulations, CJ. You did get a win. But for how long is that going to last? Because let's face it, you haven't had a good track record of winning matches. And I'll be fair, never have I. Yes, even I have my shares of losses. But I've never been a whining, complaining, like a puppy dog bitch, howling at the moon, saying that, why can't I win a match? I can only imagine why. Because you can't take the losses like I can take the losses. But CJ, you had opportunities to face the natural born juggalos for the PWTF World Championship numerous of times. And what happened? You dropped the ball. You were like a dog chasing tars. And you wouldn't even know what to do with it if you caught it. But CJ, you've been given opportunities of being number one contender when I was PWTF World Champion at the time. When it comes to number one contenders matches, when it comes to Super Series matches, when it comes to the Bray Wyatt Legacy Tournament matches, when it came to the Mixed Match Challenge that never took place, unfortunately, when it came to the Royal Rumble, even when it came to the Money in the Bank that was on the line with Alexander King, on that same night, beat you. And on the same night, later on, cashed in on Jimmy King after he beat me because Gunther got involved, and then getting attacked a little bit by the two-man power trip, and then what the two-man power trip did to me, most likely. Alexander King had a better opportunity of becoming a PWTF World Champion because he cashed in on the right time, which I still firmly believe that he was in cahoots with all of you. But the point is, CJ, you had plenty of opportunities to do so, to be the number one contender. And again, if you want to be the number one contender, for my PWTF World Championship title at the time, all you had to do was ask, but you didn't. But what you do for all those opportunities, you lost. And now we're in this position where you want to challenge me at AsylumMania. And not only that, but you want to put on a AOT2 championship title belt that you presently hold on to, that you said that I talk trash about. And I'm thinking to myself, did your, once again, CTE, the Lone Wolf, kicked in again? Because I have never, ever crapped on the titles that you held on to from that company. Until now. Because after looking at those titles that you hold on to, those 2 titles that you hold on to, especially the one they want to defend that title against me at AsylumMania, why would I win that title when I could have easily won other titles that I can easily go after from other companies? Like the WWE Undisputed Championship belt, which is not so undisputed, it's more of a mustard piece of crap belt. The WWE Universal Championship belt, if it's still around. The WWE 24/7 Championship belt that will still be around. I rather wear that belt. The NJPW World Television Championship belt that we'll hold on to, which looks like a belt buckle, more like a license plate belt, to be honest with you. The WWE Speed Championship belt will be more assuming. Hell, even the NXT Heritage Cup that I truly hated, I'll rather win that championship than to win those championships. I'll even take the spinner belts of the WWE United States Championship and the WWE Championship that John Cena has been known for. The point is, CJ, why I want to win that piece of crap that has not put any thought into it, that belongs in the garbage, that belongs in the trash, that belongs in the dumpster fire of a belt that you hold on to, where I go on to any of the other belts that I just mentioned, and to a championship that had more prestige into it, that's put more thought into it, than that indie outlaw mug show piece of crap. And not only you want to defend that piece of monkey shit show of a championship indie outlaw garbage mug show championship belt you got on at AsylumMania, but you want to face me at Hell in a Cell, where usually that type of match will be a blow-off match between us, a blow-off rivalry feud that we've been having. But that's how you wanted to start off our match at AsylumMania, inside of a Hell in a Cell, for that piece of garbage championship belt. Well, CJ, I'm not interested in winning your championship belt. Instead, I'm here to claim your soul. And since you chose Hell in a Cell, you're not facing any ordinary natural born thriller. You're facing a natural born thriller. In its darkest hours. And by the way, this is a natural born thriller talking to CJ, the boy who cried lone wolf. This is Robert Stroud Jr. talking to Charles James, the boy who cried lone wolf. The only Charles that I want to be in charge of me when it comes to any promotions, doesn't matter if it's a wrestling company, is Scott Bale, who played Charles from Charles in Charge. Especially under the same roof of PWTF, where CN is the A+ player, above the natural born thriller who's the B+ player, where you, on the other hand, CJ, are nothing more than a C- player. And all I can say is, thank God that you were never the PWTF World Champion in PWTF, because if you were, we will all be working for Vince Russo right now.